talk a little wrestling when I'm in your house, in your house, in your house. I said I'm in your house, the one I'm in your house, in your house, in your house. Hey yo, we talk a little wrestling when I'm in your house, in your house, in your house. Yo, me, yo. California dreaming, make me stay scheming like Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'm out here, I got big steppers on my team, and the swagger leave them leaning. And if it ain't business, love, what's the meaning? I'm dangerous like Paulie when I'm coming to the function. Hard like Jimmy, I bring the doom to your dungeon. MVP, you get this hurt and this business. Hit this work, I'm the director, you should listen.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to In Your House, starring Hollywood Howse. This is the People's Podcast. Haha. Hey guys, you already know who it is. It's your boy Con, ready to get at work. When it comes to this professional wrestling business, that is what we do, and hey, we love it. So let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's alright. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. And it's time to look at the clock. I'm checking the time because the last time that I checked, In Your House was the hottest professional wrestling podcast in the Midwest, because we hit you with that work. Round the clock, you guys all ready know what it is. And you guys already know who I am, and that is the director, Hollywood Howse, ready to hit you another jam-packed and exciting episode of the podcast that you love to love. And hey, that's In Your House. Hey yo, it's time to talk a little wrestling with a hip-hop feel, hitting you with those LA vibes. We're back. We're gonna give it to you, Jack. We're gonna give it to you in your house. And that is exactly how we intend to give it to you, and how we've been giving it to you for almost 4 years now. And that's giving it to you in your house, or in your car, or when you're at work, or maybe you're getting off from work. Maybe you in school, you doing school, you got that, and you want to catch that work from professional wrestling. Here at In Your House, we've been taking care of you, and of course we curate a whole lot of content here, and that's why we've been able to be one of the hottest professional wrestling podcasts in the Midwest, a top 100 podcast in professional wrestling on Apple Podcasts and in the United States, top 50 in Canada. And that's because we curate a whole lot of content and have a whole lot of fun. But we talk about curating, and I gotta bring in somebody that always be curating. And of course, that's my co-host, my producer, my boy, the curator of the set, and that is the marvelous Mr. Bell. How's it going, bro?
Yo, what is up? What is up, my brother, Mr. Howse? Ring my bell, ring my bell, ring my bell.
Ding, ding,
You've
ding.
rung my bell, and we are here for the household. If you did not already know, I call myself the Farnsworth Bentley to the man, the myth, the legends, Hollywood House's, the director, P. Diddy. Woo! That came off slow this morning, but we good. We good.
We got it. You picked it back up.
Yeah, we gonna get it. Take a coffee sip.
There we
real
go. There
quick.
you go. There you go.
Yes, I am the marvelous Mr. Bell, and I am here to curate content for the household. Curate content for you. We want to talk a little wrestling, like Howse says, with the hip hop feel, and I am here to curate all of that for you. But first and foremost, yo, Howse.
Yo,
how you doing today?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, man. Back at it on Monday. Had a busy weekend. Was at a adult Halloween party, and spent it all Sunday recovering from it. But still,
I dig.
Hey, good time though. Good time though.
Yeah, I wish I could have joined, but
Man.
I was out adulting, and then I had to recover from that. So I understand.
No, I dig it, man. But while you was adulting and I was out partying, there was some wrestling that happened this past weekend, and of course we're going to talk about it. We had
A little bit of
NXT.
wrestling.
Yeah, we had NXT's Halloween Havoc. We got some news to talk about earlier. Just a few minutes ago in the show, I said that we were a top 50 podcast in Canada, top 50 podcasts over in Canada, and we truly appreciate y'all. We really do appreciate y'all rocking within your house. But for me to say that is for me to say this: Canada is a country that loves professional wrestling. I think we both know that. I think the household knows that, and we also saw that a few weeks ago when WWE went to Montreal, and they were there for a SmackDown, and they were just live, man. They were here for it. And apparently WWE felt that energy and is now reciprocating that energy, because we got a little breaking news that we was able to break here on In Your House. This is via WWE.com. Is that WWE Elimination Chamber is going to be heading to Montreal on February 18th next year. And I think that that's great. It's the first PLE, so pay-per-view,
Premium live event.
Premium live event. The first time that they've had one of those in 14 years, Bell. So this is great news to hear for professional wrestling and for the country of Canada.
Absolutely. I think we touched on this last week a little bit, right?
Yeah.
When we talked about the current wrestling war, which I don't think is a war right now because they're playing on different stages. WWE is about that global gain and what they can gain from that global gain. And AEW is really focusing on, what they need to do, honestly, in-house and then domestically.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to see a bigger wave of this in the future. There's going to be a lot of global premium live events going on in the world of WWE. So
I agree with that. I mean, we talk about now we have the news of Elimination Chamber Bell going to be in Montreal. We've already had Clash at the Castle, which was, of course, in the UK. And then, of course, we have the controversial Saudi Arabia shows, Crown Jewel, that will be on November 5th. So WWE is effectively attacking the international market, and
absolutely.
This is just a testament to what you were saying last week when you said that this feels like the approach that WWE is going in, and it looks like that you were right, because they're continuing to attack. And it's interesting because we get a chance to see these different crowds. Sometimes I feel like WWE, when it's here in the United States, I think we're just so used to having it that sometimes we kind of undervalue it, not appreciate it as much. And that's why sometimes you see a lot of fans there and they're sitting on their hands,
Absolutely.
But when you see WWE go to these different countries, like we're going to see with Montreal next year, like we're going to see with Saudi Arabia, like we've seen in the UK with Clash at the Castle, it just brings a hungrier crowd. And I really feel like, Bell, that fan interaction just really enhances the show.
Oh yeah, there are crowds that don't get to experience this as often as United States crowds do.
Yeah.
So it is that much more special. It's even more that special for us as fans to see other places, celebrate wrestling. I don't know about UConn, but I find myself when I see these global shows, like I look around in the stadium. I like to people watch.
Yeah.
So like even when it's on television, I like to people watch and find out, what are they celebrating? What are they really liking? Do they seem like smart fans?
Yeah.
Sorts of things. But I love that. But I do want to bring this back real fast. You said that we are top 50 in Canada, and I just wanted to make a point that, look, we are top 50 in Canada because, Drake is Canadian, right?
Yeah.
And if anyone follows my social media, you'll see that Drake is out there trying to look like me, act like me, and I just want to say, look, I get it, but this is also why we are popping in Canada right now because
Little Drake
hey,
connection. Are y'all related?
yeah.
He your cousin?
We might be. You know how that shit
Maybe.
go.
All right,
Yeah,
it'd be crazy.
yeah,
A little bit
yeah.
Kennedy. Okay, all right. We'll talk about that off the air. All right.
All right.
But no, it is appreciated that Canada's rocking with In Your House the way that Canada is. We really appreciate y'all, and it just goes to show you, Bell, that we've seen it on their SmackDown, the way that they follow us here at In Your House. Canada loves professional wrestling, and now their love of professional wrestling is being rightfully rewarded by getting Elimination Chamber and a show with so many implications, Bell, especially with it being on the road to WrestleMania. It just makes it even better that we're going to have a hot Canadian crowd.
Absolutely. I don't know what, February of 2023 is a little bit away. We got some time for that, right?
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I am excited. I'm excited to see what happens because, that's the road to WrestleMania, one of the biggest pay-per-views before WrestleMania. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where we go from here and where else the WWE goes from here.
Absolutely. I'll say it right here, right now, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's fine. But if I'm right, you guys, the household, go back to the archives and listen to it, and let me know around the February-March time. I feel that we're going to see one of the better builds to WrestleMania that we've seen in many years in 2023. Yeah. Bell, I'm saying it right now. That's my thoughts. That's my opinion.
I absolutely agree. I worry because, man, Triple H is doing so good.
Yeah.
But you know how like internet wrestling community is like toxic and stuff though.
Well, they'll turn.
They are always going to want. Eventually, because they're always going to want more and more and more. So I'm curious to see when the cutoff point is. How good is it going to get for WWE before people turn right back around?
Hey, I think we should have. I think in a coming episode of In Your House, we should talk about that.
Yeah, I think that's
a really good. I think that's a really good topic. So, guys, just right there on the fly, I'm putting it out there. Toxic fan bases and them being fickle and them wanting more and more. This is something that I feel like me and Bell should talk about in a coming episode. I want to put that out there right now because I think that'd be something good to talk about. But what we got to talk about today, we just talked about this breaking news of a premium live event going to Canada, going to Montreal, Elimination Chamber more specifically for the first time in 14 years. But we got other stuff to talk about, man, because once again, it's spooky season. Woo! Spooky season, man. And with spooky season, one thing that you could guarantee if you were a wrestling fan in the 90s is that you were going to see WCW Halloween Havoc. But now times have changed. It's a little bit different. Of course, we all know WWE owns the rights to WCW, but we got a little Halloween Havoc back, and Halloween Havoc is now a show presented by NXT, and they had a show on the 22nd of October, and that was NXT Halloween Havoc. And man, we had a few pretty good matches here, man. The ladder match for the NXT North American Championship, which we'll get into, Apollo Crews versus Grayson Waller, Roxanne Perez versus Cora Jade, Julius Creed and Damon Kemp, Mandy Rose and Alba Fire for the Women's Championship, the NXT Women's Championship, and Braun Breaker defending in a triple threat match for the NXT Championship. So this was a pretty good show. I always liked Halloween Havoc. I was always a fan of Halloween Havoc when I was younger. Of course, we had Shotzi there, and Shotzi was hosting. that's her vibe. That's always her vibe is to that spooky chick. Like, I don't know, man. I love me some Shotzi.
No, I dig on some Shotzi, and there's nothing wrong look, get you a spooky chick. Look, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying. I mean, look, don't kink shame her.
Hey, no, ain't no kink shame around here. Ain't no
No.
kink shame around here. But we want like I said earlier, I really want to highlight that NXT North American title ladder match that saw Wesley winning. Wesley won.
Yeah.
And I thought that was big, considering I don't know if you remember everything that was going on with his partner.
Yeah.
It's
hard.
Yeah,
It's hard to not know everything that was going on in that situation. So Wesley has surmounted a lot here lately. After losing his partner over some allegations that may or may not even been true, but possibly, it didn't help that man's career.
Oh no.
In the least. Although he's out there, I know he's out there and he's eating. So
Yeah, he's back on the Indies again. That's Nash Carter. There is
yeah.
what they were calling him. But yeah, Wesley, who lost his tag team partner over things that was out of his control, completely out of his control, and of course they were a tag team, MSK, and they had partnered up before NXT as partners. And that happened, and he kind of floated around a little bit. And it's like, it stinks when something like that happens, because it's like nothing from that situation had anything to do with Wesley at all. At all.
No,
so
it didn't.
He kind of took
but
it
I think
on the
he's
chin.
handled it. He's handled it so well. Look at him now.
Agree.
New North American champion.
Yeah.
In a prestigious line of North American champions, if you go back and think, which I think we may talk about that here in a bit, but
yeah.
That is good for him, and it's a way for him to blossom in his singles career. So I think he's taking this opportunity, and I know fans love him. I thought it was a really good match. They built it for him to win very well. Not a whole lot of crazy spots. This is not your takeovers premium live event as far as NXT goes. I don't think we'll see those for a long time. But it was a pretty good match. Kept me entertained and kept me intrigued in the match. And shout out to your new North American champion.
Yes, absolutely. Shout out to Wesley. I guess my next question is, are we going to see Carmelo Hayes hit the main roster? Has he done everything that he can do in NXT? Or are we going to see him take that next level? Because a lot of people were expecting him to be that mystery partner for Hit Row on Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting that too. But I don't know, man. Carmelo Hayes is money, and if he shoots, he don't miss. But I think they need to give him a legitimate chance at the NXT title.
Yeah,
and let me see him work with that. Now I know he's built and did wonders for the North American title, but let me see you with that heavyweight championship right there.
Yeah, I think that hit different. I agree with that.
Yeah, and I see Braun going to main roster prior to Carmelo, just because I think that he is really high on Braun.
Oh yeah, I think a lot of people are high on Braun. I mean, I was just reading an excerpt of Goldberg saying he reminds him of a young him, and I'm like, well, I don't know. I think he might be a little more just from the Braun Breaker matches I've watched. He seems a little bit more technically sound, but he is that brawling brute just like Goldberg, and a lot of people don't like Goldberg, and a lot of those reasons are valid. But
yeah,
when Goldberg was young, he was a freight train, and that's kind of what you see with Braun Breaker too. So I'm not going to say he's necessarily wrong with that. People just don't like it because it came from Goldberg, and people and fans generally don't like Goldberg. But the assessment isn't totally off base.
Yeah, they're powerhouses, but that's where the comparisons stop. Look, Braun Breaker is probably the best version of Scott Steiner, and and the Dogface Gremlin combined, because he is so technically sound. But I think he understands the business in a way that Goldberg has never understood the business.
No, I agree with that. The only part of the business that Goldberg truly understands is the payout.
Yeah.
I think we've learned
So
that over the years.
absolutely. Not to hate on Goldberg more than he deserves, but like that's where we're at with that. Like I don't like that comparison. Hopefully we stay away from that Goldberg comparison with Braun, because I don't think he needs that, and he's been pretty good about what he's doing in NXT.
Oh yeah, and another thing on top of that is that when we think of Goldberg these days, a lot of people don't think about his glory days in the 90s. Now, as older cats do, but the younger fans think about the last few years they've seen him, because a lot of that fandom is more like, what have you done for me lately? And the last few years we've seen Goldberg, it has not been something that people have wanted to see. They wanted him off their TV. He's killed pushes, killed gimmicks, and it just generally has put a bad taste in people's mouths. So it's not a good stink to have on Braun Breaker right now to make that comparison, but also a part of me also feels like seeing a young strapping bruiser like Braun Breaker, and then Goldberg being able to say, "Oh, he reminds me of me," is more of an ego stroke to himself more than anything else.
Yeah, I think so. I think that is just Goldberg wishing what he wasn't, and it is not. So
no, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So,
but speaking of Goldberg, his favorite event is coming up here soon, right?
oh, it is, isn't it?
Oh yeah. So we got Crown Jewel coming up in a couple weeks, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Get that Saudi money, baby.
Gotta get it. Gotta get it. I'm surprised he ain't booked for the show.
Well, thankfully he's not. Looks like so far the match card is Drew McIntyre with and Karrion Kross in a steel cage match. We are going to have Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley in a match, which that is nice. I don't care who you are. That is a nice match.
Oh yeah.
We'll also have Roman. Of course, we'll have Roman Reigns versus Logan Paul in a match that is going to be interesting, if nothing else.
If nothing else, yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
And as a special, we'll also see the Judgment Day in the OC in some sort of triple, 6-man tag match of some sort.
Oh, I'm sure that should be fun to watch. I really like what the Judgment Day has developed into, and it seems like they just sprinkle themselves into the show nicely on Monday Night Raw. Like, you never really know when you're going to see them, but I'm glad when I do. And I really enjoy what they're doing. So that match right there, it's gonna be pretty good. Which one of these matches are you most excited for, man? What give me one that you're most excited for, and then a sleeper.
I think most excited for is Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
Their first encounter was pretty great, but like, man, to see this for no reason, there's no title on the line. This is just two men that like don't like each other.
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar came back and said, "Hey, I want to hit you in the face," and that's how this started, and I like that. It's a good feeling. Because
it's that big meaty man slipping meat, bro. They're slapping meat together, bro. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah. Well, it's not even that. It's just the fact that like we're going to get that caliber match. Just think if Bobby and Brock put on the caliber match that like Walter and Sheamus did.
Oh yeah.
They could do this. I think that could be sleeper caliber. Hoping that they work together and they work well together. So that's the match I'm most looking forward to. And I think you're also right with the Judgment Day. Everything that they're doing right now is kind of must see.
Yeah.
And we've been saying for a few weeks now that like they're probably one of the best acts right under the Bloodline and maybe Seth Rollins on WWE TV right now, and it's
Mm-hmm.
something that they're building, and I don't think it's going away anytime soon. This push for Finn is about to go to the moon. So
I'm hoping, and I want to see it. Like
yeah,
I know I've said it on this podcast before, but I feel like I need to say it again. Is that I've always been a huge fan of Finn Balor, but after everything that happened with this injury, with the when he was the first ever Universal Champion, he just kind of floated around. And while he has a great look and is a great wrestler, I didn't care about what Finn was doing. Now that
right,
piece has been connected. I care about what the Judgment Day does. I care about what Finn Balor does. I care about what Damian Priest is doing. I care about what Rhea Ripley is doing. I care. And that was the disconnect with somebody like Finn Balor, was that last missing puzzle piece. And now I do feel like that you can put him through the stratosphere and see what's next for him. This match with Judgment Day and the OC is going to be a good match. This is going to be a banger, and they did a good job of leading up to this, because now I have a reason to care about AJ Styles. AJ Styles was also in that spot for a short period of time where it's like, great wrestler, absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Great look. Has always had it for years. AJ Styles is no stranger to this game. He's been around for a long time. But for a while there, we didn't care about him because there was nothing relevant that he was doing. Now he's got his boys back. Now he's got his boys going up against the cat that started where him and his boys got together at. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So like, this is good stuff.
And they're allowing that storyline, that backstory
exactly,
with it.
Exactly.
It's that part. They are allowing that backstory. But speaking of them, is Carl Anderson gonna get in trouble like with New Japan? How's this gonna work?
I don't know. He's been a long time New Japan talent, and now I guess he's not defending that never open title.
He can't be logistically in those two places. It's impossible.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, obviously. Listen, I I feel
mean,
like Carl Anderson
does he
said,
have
"Give me that money, dog."
I mean, in the time of the internet, you can't have like a doppelganger. I maybe a few years, a few hundred years ago, what I saw Akon was doing that. A few years ago, he was sending people to concerts, like sending his brothers to concerts and saying, "Yeah, I'm Akon, but you ain't. No, you fake on." Like,
Yeah, you couldn't get away with that these days, bro. You couldn't.
No.
Everybody on the internet's FBI, bro.
Yeah. So I'm intrigued on this.
No, I honestly, it's like I just said, man. I think that maybe he had a conversation with the front office in New Japan. Maybe he didn't. I haven't dug deep into that story. But I feel like he was just like, listen, this is a chance to be on WWE once again. I don't know if this is a long-term thing or they're just doing it for the story. Money. But you said it. They was getting to the money, dog. Like, that's a big, major payout. And, like, sometimes you just got to do the right business for yourself. So I don't know what consequences are going to come out of this, if any, for Carl Anderson. But what I can tell you is that Carl Anderson was looking out for Carl Anderson with that decision.
He said, "I need a second pool, y'all." Right. And I'm not misquoting this. Go look at his Twitter. I swear to God.
So, okay. So, what are we thinking is going to come of this Drew McIntyre Karrion Kross steel cage match? Is this about to be the apex for them? Is this where we end it and have them go their separate ways and do something else? Or are we going to continue this?
Man, I kind of hope so. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't super impressed by their strap match.
Yeah.
At the last pay-per-view. But we'll see what happens out of this. Hopefully they're kind of done. I'd like to see Karrion Kross do something else. But they're in that weird realm, on SmackDown. So like, I don't know what is to come with this. Like I know with Gunther and the Rey Mysterio situation right now, they are. I believe that match is
chest caved in.
Yeah. So I don't have a lot of faith in Rey Mysterio coming out with that Intercontinental title, but I do have faith in whoever comes out of this match should probably be in contention for that Intercontinental at least because no one's touching Roman right now.
Yeah, I would say because I don't see Roman defending the Universal Championship at Survivor Series. I think that the next
I believe word is that he's not.
Okay,
And
okay.
I even heard word that he may not be there. So
Really?
yeah. So like I don't know. I keeping my feelers close on this one because as of right now, that's the last thing I heard is that speculation is that Roman may not be at Survivor Series. So
Are we gonna see after Crown Jewel? Are we not gonna see the next major Universal title defense until Royal Rumble? Is that? I mean, that's a long gap of time, dog.
I mean, that may be what we're looking at. Maybe we'll see a special on TV. Maybe
Yeah,
he'll defend the title on TV somewhere in between there.
yeah,
But yeah, there's going to be a little bit of a gap, and you're not going to see a lot of the head of the table, which we haven't been.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're
We've
trying to
seen
keep him prestigious, bro.
they absolutely are. He pops in when he's needed.
Yeah,
He put Sammy in charge. I don't blame him. I put Sammy in charge.
I know, right? Sammy got it on lock.
Yeah. You saw him check Jay
Yeah,
last week. So
yeah. I was like,
I mean,
ooh, he got some cojones on him.
yeah. Sammy
I'm
don't
with
play.
it.
He's like,
He
hey,
don't,
yo, I'm
with
here
it.
for the head of the table. Yo, we the ones.
I love it, man.
He take this serious.
He do. And we're talking about taking it seriously. How serious do you think Roman Reigns is taking Logan Paul? We've seen videos of Logan training with one of the greats, HBK. And that did not impress Roman whatsoever. I mean, and first off, before we really jump into this, kudos to Logan Paul. I'm squashing the Logan Paul hate right now because this is somebody who has got a spot through social media. What we do, got a spot through social media, YouTube, and was just ready for the spot. And not only came to take the spot that Logan Paul has taken, but taking the right measures, training with the right people, and putting himself in positions to be in a Universal Championship match in Saudi Arabia. Like, Logan Paul is taking this mad seriously, and I can respect that, but I don't think that the head of the table is taking Logan Paul very seriously at Saudi Arabia. What's your take on that match, bro?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, Khan, I love you, but don't disrespect the head of the table like this. You think he needs to take Logan Paul serious? He's Logan Paul.
You gonna smash him?
Mean, he gonna smash him. He gonna show up, he gonna show out, he gonna smash him, and then he gonna collect checks and leave.
And dip.
and then he's probably gonna make a new shirt about it.
Knowing him, yeah, because he's petty, and that's what we're starting to like about Roman Reigns. The bro is petty.
Yeah. Yes. So this match is going to be interesting. And for a little bit I have like, man, they're not gonna do that, right? Like they're not gonna do something stupid here, right? And no, they're not. I think what it is honestly Logan Paul does have that international, name appeal.
Yeah.
The people of Saudi somehow know of Logan Paul. So let's put him out there.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's his personality as the YouTuber and once it's on the internet, it's everywhere, dog.
It literally is, and we know this because we're on the internet.
Exactly.
You may be listening to us, and that's how you found us, and we appreciate that.
No doubt.
But yeah, this match should not amount to anything. But I am curious to see what it leads to after for both of them.
Yeah,
I want to see where Logan Paul goes from here. Does he leave? Is that like his stint in WWE? And who's going to be Roman's next actual, competition? Will it be the winner of McIntyre Cross,
That's a
which
good
is also
yep.
a possibility? I would
Good
really
question.
like to see interaction with Karrion Cross and Roman Reigns,
Yeah.
and I think we have time before WrestleMania. So,
Oh yeah.
um, a lot of questions to be had with this pay-per-view. I know everybody doesn't love this pay-per-view because it's blood money, but like they are putting some thought into it and have some directions can be made from this. So
Absolutely. No, I agree with that. I for one, I guess I'm like, well, I guess it's more wrestling, because they're gonna do what they're gonna do, and
yeah,
they've committed to going to Saudi Arabia. They've doubled down on it. It's happening. Nothing that anybody's gonna do is gonna stop them. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of trying to make it a problem politically and whatnot, the most I'm gonna do is not watch it. You know what I'm saying? If I have that much of a problem
right,
with it politically, I'm just not gonna watch it. But now it's
right.
like, it's wrestling at noon on a Saturday. Like
Mhm.
it's early day wrestling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna check that out.
I'm gonna check it out. You know what I'm saying? I get it. I get all the political implications and yada yada yada. But listen, y'all, they doing it. They going. This is a thing they doing, and they doing it for what? They doing it for the money. Straight up front, open. They doing it for the money. So like they're gonna keep going, and they're gonna put on a banger of a show for us to watch. Then you know what I mean? It's our duty as wrestling fans to tap in. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you don't like it, I'll put it like this, straight up, keep it funky. If you don't like what they doing, don't watch it. Straight up. If you and I'm not saying that I'm not trashing y'all. I'm not saying that it makes you a whiner or whatever or sensitive or whatever to not watch it. All I'm saying is that if you don't like WWE going over to Saudi Arabia, if you don't like anything they do, don't watch it. Don't support it. Don't do nothing. That's the best you could. If you don't like it, because that's what I do. If I don't like something, I don't even give it any energy. You know what I'm saying? I don't even give it any energy. So, if you don't like it, don't watch it. But myself, I'm gonna be watching it. I'm gonna be home. I'm gonna be chilling with the fam. I'll be off from work around that time, and I want to see these matches, and I want to talk about these matches with my man Bell on that following episode of In Your House. So that's gonna be interesting, and we talked earlier about the North American Championship and NXT, and I just want to kind of skitter across this because it's something that I've been seeing on the internet, Bell, and I feel like that it's made enough traction on the internet for us to have a short little powwow about it, and that is the talent surrounding the North American Championship and the percentage of people of color that have held said championship. I mean, people have been calling it the African American Championship, and I think that's what we're looking at here, man. I mean, we look at these names here: Swerve Strickland, Leon Ruff, Keith Lee, currently Wesley, Ricochet, Carmelo Hayes, and of course, Velveteen Dream. Yeah, is another name. But then also
we'll skid past that one.
I was gonna say skitter on past that one. But then other people of color, like Solo Sikoa, like Damian Priest, cats like that. So it's this championship has been so interesting because another dynamic that goes into that championship is the fact that some of these guys that have held the championship are either out of WWE altogether or left and came back, such as Adam Cole, no longer with WWE.
Right.
Johnny Gargano, who's left and since came back. Swerve Strickland. Keith Lee.
Oh, yeah.
So, it makes you think like this championship has this strange aura around it, and it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. And I know that there's people out there, because when you out there in the internet, I know you do the same thing as me, Bell. You look at something like that, and and as soon as I look at it, and it says predominantly black holders of the NXT North American Championship, I go right into the comments and I'll think, where's the asshole?
Yeah.
Where's the asshole? I'm looking for him, dog. I found him.
Did you find him?
Oh, I found him. Of
Oh.
course.
God.
Upset. This like, oh well. What if I said it was the white American Championship? Then you guys would be triggered. And I'm like, oh, stop it. Oh, stop. You just want to cause a problem.
Right? You just look. I mean, look. Just you can say you're the R word without saying you're the R word. And,
Man, exactly. And it's like. I knew exactly what to look for, dog. As I knew you did the same when you probably looked at the comments, because as soon as
I don't even check them on those. Honestly, I've learned
it's a shame,
I don't even
dog.
check them no more because I'm just like, I don't feel like fighting with an idiot.
Exactly. Yeah, I try not to engage, but as soon as I see the word black, I'm like, ooh, I know that word hurts some feelings, and it does. I don't care what y'all say. If you guys disagree, and that's fine. I still love you for it, unless you're racist, then I don't love you. Disrespectfully. But it's for me. As soon as I see the word black, my first on a post on any social media, on Instagram, on Twitter, and it says first black this, or North American champion mainly held 80%, or there was a percentage, and I don't remember the percentage, but they put a percentage on it, but mostly black champions. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, as cool as that is, and I'm sure coincidental as that is, like, listen, I know that they do some things on purpose, but I just can't believe that they coincidentally put a championship on that many black folk on purpose just to make it be the black people title. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't think they did that. But like back in the day, like I remember, the WCW TV title. I legitimately thought it was the black dude's title mainly because Booker T held it for so long.
Oh yeah, yeah. Good old Booker.
And for so many times, like I thought it was just, I kind of thought it was just our title for a minute there.
And that's what it's looking like with the North American Championship and like the holders. But it's like if they are, so I saw one guy in the comments saying that, I'm like, oh well, they didn't earn anything because it's a championship that is predetermined. I'm like,
are you stupid?
So is every championship, dummy.
Are you stupid? Like, are you stupid? And if you really want a all white title right now, I guess you could have the all Atlantic title, because I'm not dogging on anybody. I'm just blatantly, obviously, there's only been two holders.
Right, two of them, and they're both.
It's yours.
And they're both
you can have it because I don't even know where they. Yeah,
they're both dudes of Caucasian descent. So this dude has the nerve to say that, oh well, they didn't earn it because, well, they put it on. And I'm like, bro, that's every title in wrestling ever. We know what this is. And if the people and the promoter say that this is the guy that I want to be the champion, stupid dummy, he earned it.
Yeah.
He earned it. The people and the promoter
I don't know if you know this or not.
said that you the champ. We're making you the champ. So guess what? He earned it. You sound stupid. You sound dumb. You just mad because you hate the word black.
I hate that we have to have this conversation.
This is our platform.
Honestly, no, like I get it. No, I get it. But like, oh man, people like that just kind of ruin wrestling. But I, as you know, the internet wrestling community, as well as just the internet community, is very toxic. So but we're gonna make a segment about this. I think we're gonna call it like the doink of the dick or dick of the or something. I don't know.
We'll figure it out, man. We're gonna figure it out, because I think that is a very, very there's a lot of meat on that bone for an episode like that, and I think that it needs to be done, and I do want to do that. maybe, I don't know, maybe we could bring somebody on for that one and just make the conversation even meatier, because I do believe that there's a lot there, but we'll talk about that. From
now on, when we see them in the comments, let's invite them on the show and talk about this. Let's see how well they talk.
Oh man, they hang up on us so fast.
so fast.
Oh man. So hey guys, it's your boy the director, Howse of In Your House, and I'm here to let you know about a small business that produces beard products and also supports small stage independent professional wrestling stars. It's called Ring Master Beard Company. Try one of their several scents, beard oils, balms, or mustache wax, and keep your beard looking and feeling sweet. Purchase your favorite wrestlers or personalities' personalized scent, and they receive a portion of each sale. And with that being said, don't forget to pick up a bottle of the Director in Alakan House Special. Your boy, a blend of eucalyptus, mint, and tea tree oil. Have your beard feeling fresh, have your beard feeling smooth, just like your boy, the Director. Follow Ringmaster Beard Company on Twitter and Instagram at Ringmaster Beard, or on their Facebook page, and that is Ringmaster Beard Company. Check it out. Get your beard cream. Hit your beard with that. Because sometimes being a master in the ring means mastering your beard. We got to wrap it up here, so we got to go so fast, as a matter of fact, into this Raw preview. It is once again Monday, and that means that it is the weekly tradition of Monday Night Raw, and seems like
Raw,
we got a preview here that you got for us. Raw's going down in North Carolina, isn't it? Charlotte, North Carolina?
Yeah, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina. I also heard Andrade's happens to be in Charlotte, North Carolina. So,
really?
Obviously, Andrade's back in WWE now.
Internet said so.
I'm just playing. Shut the fuck up. That don't at me. Like,
oh, they will too.
I know. They love to at me about this stuff. Like, I absolutely love it. But on a serious note, yes. So WWE Raw is in Charlotte. And so that means Charlotte Flair's coming. Nope, not that. Actually, tonight, what we have is we will see the return of JBL and Baron Corbin. So we'll see what happens.
Let me cut you off there. Is we gonna see JBL is he bringing the pants back after the internet clowned him for the last week? Is he bringing those pants back? I kind of hope. Man, he does.
I hope he brings the NBA draft pants back. Man.
Bring them back.
Like, yeah, yo. I also I hope he extends makes a bigger jacket too. Like I want him to go. Yes, I want him to go full on 98 NBA draft.
Listen, dog. Here's what I need JBO to do, Bell. I need him to go up a size every episode.
Yeah.
He needs to, right? He needs to gradually get a bigger suit every episode. And it's just one size up. So that way it's 2 or 3 months and yo, look at this dude's suit. I didn't even realize how big it was getting.
Right.
Just
that
one
would be
size
absolutely
every
major.
Episode.
Man, I think that poor JBL forgot his pants or something, man.
I know. Something happened with those pants, dog. I'm telling you, something happened with those pants. Ain't no way he purposely came out with pants that big. Maybe he left his suit or something like that. Maybe he had to borrow something. Maybe he grabbed the Great Khali's pants or something. I don't know, dog. But those pants people was definitely clowning it on Twitter.
Absolutely.
But I do like the pairing of Baron Corbin and JBL though. Couple of rich cats. Couple of rich assholes. I like it, dog. So what do you think we're going to see from them now that Baron Corbin is back and essentially recreating himself once again, which Baron Corbin has honestly been so good at doing throughout the course of his career?
Not to be political, but I'm going to assume that we are going to see very Republican uh personas from from these two going forward. So like, and that's all I want, and that's all I expect.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. Like, I don't know Baron Corbin's political beliefs. We all know JBL's political beliefs. We know.
Mhm.
Um, and maybe that's why JBL is with Baron Corbin, because one thing about Baron Corbin is that he's not afraid to take it to another level. Like,
Yeah.
this dude literally like took a bite out of being broke. Like, he made that drag, and that was good. Like, to this day, I like broke Corbin, down bad Corbin is still my favorite
Hmm.
incarnation of him. I was like, bro is just doing bad. He's like, my wife left me. He committed to the character, had the stain on his
Had
shirt,
the same shirt.
the same
Yeah.
shirt, not shaven, no, not didn't shave his head or his beard or anything for weeks. And I'm like, yo, bro is committing. So if they are gonna go for a right wing, a right wing type of gimmick here, Baron Corbin will sink his teeth into that, and I think that he'll be able to weave through the traffic in a political gimmick like that.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure where exactly this leads, but like I know it's interesting. I've been a fan of Corbin for a really long time because I think he's a very smart heel. He
Oh
gets
yeah,
the role. And honestly, for what the past like 3 years, he's been like really putting in solid work. And he doesn't miss. So like,
oh yeah,
even if people hate him, that's the point, stupid. Like he's not missing. But the other things that we have going on today in Raw or on tonight's Raw. Sorry, the Raw preview was a little light. I don't know, somebody at WWE isn't doing their job, but we will have looks like we will have Seth Rollins and Mustafa Ali in a match. We will see some more backlash of Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley. The Judgment Day and the OC will be appearing on Raw, so I'm sure that those two factions will be interacting. And to probably be the banger of the night, we will have Bianca Belair versus Bailey in a Raw Women's Championship match. So that right there, worth the weight in gold. So hopefully they don't start the show with that. Hopefully it ends the show.
yeah. I would like to. I would like to see that too. Is this they're doing this again, dog? Is this it for Bianca? Is this where her title reign ends at? Because it just feels
No,
weird that they're doing it.
no, I don't think this is where it ends. But if I am going to speculate, and although I was joking earlier slightly, we may see a return. The rumors about Charlotte Flair returning have been speculating
Yeah,
for a while now, so this may be the return. So we may see, leading up into the WrestleMania season or towards Royal Rumble, we may be seeing either Bianca versus Charlotte or Bianca or Bailey versus Charlotte or a combination of the three here leading up. So not to speculate too much, but it might be possible.
yeah, and I feel like what we could see is Bianca retains. You we'll see Bailey leave the ring, and as Bianca is beginning to leave, Charlotte Flair's music could hit.
Dun,
Yep. And then we see a face to
Yep.
face between Charlotte and Bianca Belair, hopefully as the show is going off the air at
Yeah.
the end of the night, because I think that should be the main event, like you said.
Absolutely. I don't know if it's time for this yet. It would be kind of weird timing, but also this championship match is weird timing.
Yeah,
And maybe this will lead to Bailey and Bianca in Saudi. I don't know of any women's matches that are
nothing's
scheduled for the
nothing.
event. So, but that has been a staple of Crown Jewel events. Since its incarnation is having women's matches and seeing women perform as well. So,
Which has been great for that culture, I think, honestly.
absolutely, absolutely.
So yeah, it seems like we got a pretty decent Monday Night Raw on our hands. Uh, of course, just another heavy week of wrestling with Tuesday night NXT, Wednesday night Dynamite, and of course SmackDown and Rampage on Friday. Then of course Impact and OVW on Thursday. Always make sure to support those smaller indies. So definitely show love to OVW and Impact on Thursday nights, and NWA USA on Saturdays. There's wrestling every day, guys. Seriously.
There literally is.
There's literally wrestling every day.
We could cover it all. We didn't even cover anything AEW today. I know we're running out of time, but we do need to give our thoughts to Hangman Adam Page, who suffered a pretty bad concussion last Tuesday night's Dynamite. And if you're looking forward to AEW this Wednesday, it looks like Jon Moxley will be having a match against Penta El Zero Mero.
Yes.
So
that'll be good.
That'll be good. That'll be good. But again, that was a weird ending to Dynamite the other night. So but our thoughts are with Adam Page.
Absolutely. Hope Hangman gets better. Seems like he is recovering well, and that's good. And another thing I'd like to talk about on another episode of In Your House that you brought up, I believe, before the show is them slowing down their work rate a little bit. I think that there is something to speak on that, and I think that's something that we got to give the respect and proper time to. So we'll talk about that on another episode. But this episode here, it was a little quicker, you guys. Adulting and whatnot. But we appreciate you rocking with us for the time that we got this little episode in there. We didn't want to not give you guys anything this week. I stay busy, Bell stays busy, but we didn't want to give y'all nothing this week. He be curating, y'all. And plus, you guys have been giving us so much love, and it's appreciated as far as keeping us charted on a regular basis, giving us those downloads, just everything that you guys are doing. This is what makes it worth it for me. I can speak for myself, but I'm sure I can speak for Bell too when it says it's worth it for us to make things work. I gotta come on lunch breaks. I gotta come on lunch breaks at work, but I'm like, listen, we gotta get this week's episode out. Bell's like diligently always inboxing me like, hey, we gotta plan something for this episode, and it's because of y'all. That's why. If we weren't getting the downloads, if we weren't hitting the charts the way that we are, we wouldn't have that fuel. But you guys keep fueling us, and we truly from the bottom of our hearts appreciate y'all. And we're gonna slide out of here, but before we do, Bell, let them know where they can see you, where you be curating, dog.
Yo. My name again is the marvelous Mr. Bell. You can find me all across all social media platforms at Curator Bell. Made it really easy for you. So that's Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anything you need. Also check me out on the Kokomo Press Facebook page and Kokomo Press YouTube page. You
just did an episode, didn't you?
Yeah, we just dropped an episode this morning.
Yeah.
So if you got time, if you're finished listening in your house, go back and listen to that Kokomo Press podcast.
Go check
It's been a while since
guys.
I was on there. Yeah, it's been a while since I was on there, and I jumped right back in, and it was fun again. So looking forward to doing some more. So, but household, I love you all, and I appreciate you. Just make sure to hit that like and subscribe button on the In Your House page, In Your House YouTube page. We're working really hard on that. So continue to do that. Continue to for your listening on your podcast apps, all the various platforms.
Yes.
I love you, appreciate you, and like Khan said, we wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for y'all. And I love you, Canada, and I love you, Paragon. I know you love me, yo. I know you love me.
You go get him. I'm telling you, Paragon is a hard nut to shell. I feel a hard nut to crack. I feel like I'm kind of getting there. I'm working my way in there, but he's a mean one. He a Grinch. That boy a Grinch, but I love him though. You
know what? I think I am going to soften up Paragon so much, not in a bad way, but soften him up to me here soon. He's gonna love me. The things that I be curating for the set, for him, for you, for everybody, he's gonna see all that work, and he's just gonna be like, you know what, Bill, you're not that bad, and I'm gonna be like, yes,
finally. Finally. And
Yes.
that's kind of how he is, man. You'll get a chance to see him because, of course, this weekend we're gonna be cruising on. The movie is coming to Fort Wayne, Indiana for Heroes and Legends. They got a big weekend planned. So much things going on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but Saturday is the big show at the Allen County War Memorial Coliseum. So much great names gonna be there. You got Marty Bell is gonna be pulling up. You got The Godfather. You got Eric Redbeard. I mean, Jimmy Wang Yang, Scotty 2 Hotty. I mean, just so much great names that's gonna be at the show, Bell.
Yeah. Plus, the set's going to be there.
Absolutely. The set is going to be bringing the movie to Fort Wayne, and it's going to be great. So go ahead and check that out. That's Fort Wayne, Indiana. The show itself, we will be there on the 29th, which is this Saturday. And as far as where you can follow me at, you can follow me at The Hollywood House on IG, Hollywood House on Twitter and Facebook. Also, this podcast at In Your House, that's on IG, that's on Twitter, that's on Facebook, and that's HOWSC. And the W stands for work. So let me let you guys know where you guys can listen to this at. You guys can listen to this at Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Himalaya. Hey, you don't have an Apple device? That's all right. We're on Google Play. Anywhere that you guys are, we can get to you. Hey guys, it's going down once again. Like I said, Heroes and Legends. It's going to be a movie in Fort Wayne, October 29th. And guys, head on over to www.prowrestlingtees.com/inyourhouse. Go on and get this work. Go on and get this shirt. And guys, we tell you this all the time. Hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone. Because the household Wella, we still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week.
I love you, Canada.